What is a RFP? What is the RFP workflow? How to prepare a RFP? Would you like to answer these questions? If yes, keep watching. Get better marks, be prepared for jobs interviews, and excel in work meetings. Subscribe Américo e Learning. Welcome to the Supply Chain Management Lessons. My name is Américo Cunha. Learn fast, solve problems, make good decisions. Let's start. In this lesson, we will answer 3 questions about RFPs. 1. What is the RFP in the purchasing process? 2. What is the RFP workflow and who participates in it? 3. How to prepare a RFP? What are the main RFP components? Let's get started. The purchasing process has 3 main groups of stakeholders: the company departments, the purchasing department, and the suppliers. Once there is a product or service needed in one or more business units, they contact the purchasing department to start the purchasing process. The needs, specifications, and requirements are defined by the internal stakeholders and consolidated in a document called RFP. The purchasing department may public or select some vendors to receive the RFP. The vendors return proposals that include products and services, detail specifications, what requirements can be delivered or not. In some cases, alternatives to fulfill the requirements are provided, and of course, they provide the price structure, delivery process, and other conditions. Then the company assesses the proposals and select the most suitable supplier. To summarize, the request for proposal RFP describes the purchasing needs for potential suppliers. It describes the requirements, the criteria for vendor selection, and contract terms. The RFP process starts with stakeholders' needs, demands, and then to support vendor selection. The work on an RFP starts in the need recognition. At some point, internal customers identify a need for a product or service. The internal users communicate their needs to the purchasing department. The most common is the purchasing requisition that's based on internal consumption rate, sales forecasts, inventory checks, and production plans. The requisition should include the most possible detailed description of the material or service. Also should include information such as quantity need, quality required, schedule for delivery, expected cost, and internal authorization or purchase approval. If the company does not have currently a supplier on their contract that can fulfill the need, the purchasing department starts its work for selecting a new supplier. The next steps in the purchasing process will be guided by the information in the RFP. The RFP document usually can be divided into 5 groups of information. It may vary from company to company, depending on the type of material or service to be acquired. A common RFP document has the following sections: specification and requirements, that are the core and the heart of an RFP. Purchasing overview and scope, tender or bidding procedures, vendor qualification and references, and some information that anticipate what will be in the contract in case the deal is reached. In the next slides, we can see what kind of information is included in each RFP section. The specs and requirements are the most important information in any RFP. Here, the company provides information about the characteristics of a project, product, service that the vendors need to meet. It includes information such as quantity, characteristics, features, delivery place, service place, performance, availability, and maintenance. The needs also can be expressed as business requirements, user requirements, functional and non-functional systems requirements. In the overview, scope, and bid procedures section, we include general information about the project, product, services, outline the key dates in the RFP proposal process, the proposal submission format, and procedures for communication and clarification during the bid process. In the section for vendor information, the RFP should specify the information vendors should submit along the proposal, such as vendor background, vendor qualification and certifications, vendor financial information, vendor customer base and reference. Also should be included contract term, pricing structure, payment process, penalties, and termination procedures. The 5 sections discussed here are just a general view of the RFP format. You can find other sections, such as Statement of Work (SOW), Service Level Agreement (SLA), Performance Work Statement (POW), and others. In this video, we worked on 3 RFP questions. What is an RFP? What is the RFP workflow? How to prepare a RFP? Can you answer these questions now? I hope so. We work hard to help you to get better marks, be prepared for job interviews, and excel in work meetings. You can send your questions in the comment area below. I will be pleased to answer all of them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Américo e-Learning.